It has been unveiled with some leaked information, and it is coming in with a massive, massive price tag of trillions upon trillions of dollars, and it's likely going to impact the low income and those fixed income beneficiaries that I often talk about here on the channel, including Social Security, retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, spousal, SSI, VA, RRB, SNAP benefits, food stamps, EBT, Medicare, Medicaid, low income, seniors, people with disabilities. The list goes on and on. There's a lot of things that are happening right now, and this was leaked out of a closed door meeting that we're not supposed to know about yet, so it's kind of a little bit of a secret right now, but I have the details for you, and I'll be popping some information up on the screen so you can see exactly what is being discussed. Now, it's going to feel like in this video that I'm all over the place talking about all kinds of stuff because there's a lot of things that are happening right now, and I want to point out a bunch of information for you here in the video. We've got a lot to talk about. Let's get into it right away. Okay, some information that was released yesterday, and again, this is from some closed door meetings. We're not really supposed to know about this quite yet, but remember this reconciliation package that I've been talking about for a couple months now, saying it's coming, get ready. They're putting together the framework of this thing. We know for a fact it is coming within the next handful of months here. We don't really know a whole lot about it, but we have a general framework of what it's going to include. Well, guess what? Now we have a rough price tag on what this thing's going to be, between $2.5 and $3 trillion. That's nuts. That's a ton of money, right? That's a lot of money. Anyway, that is what they're looking at doing, which, by the way, I apologize. I should have popped this up a second ago. Right now, I'm going to pop up an article on the screen. You can follow along here and read through all of these different line items. There's a ton of information here in this article. I'm not going to talk about every single point there, but you can kind of read along as I talk about it. Apologize, I should have popped that up earlier, but here you go. Here it is, and just kind of check this out as we go along this information. Okay, so what they need to do is they need to figure out how are they going to pay for this $2.5 to $3 trillion essentially worth of tax cuts. I mean, it's not all tax cuts, okay? I know a lot of people kind of get weird about that, and that's okay. There's a lot of money that is out there where they're essentially saying it's being taken from the people through taxation, and we want to cut taxes so that individuals, we the people have more money essentially in our pockets, in our possession, things like that. So that's literally what they're coming down to, okay? Anyway, so what they want to do is they have to figure out what's the pay for, right? That's a common phrase that we hear from lawmakers all the time. What's the pay for? How are you going to pay for it, right? They say these things all the time. Well, anyway, as you can see here in this article, $100 billion there, $200 billion there, $500 billion there. They've got all these different line items of all these different places they want to go to basically round up all this money that they would essentially use to pay for this $2.5 to $3 trillion package. But I'm not going to talk about all of them, but let's quickly talk about some of those that may impact low income, fixed income, those of you here in this community, okay? Number one, they're talking about potentially, okay? All of these are potential. These are all just a plan as of now. None of these have gone into effect yet, but let's just look at these and explore them a little bit. Possibly implementing more strict work requirements on SNAP benefits and Medicaid, okay? Now, if you've been watching the videos here on the channel for a while now, I've talked about this. Leading up to this, I've said, watch. They're likely going to add this into it. I don't know for sure, but all I've been saying for a while now, for a couple months, as I've been saying, just get ready. This is one of the things that they did a few years ago, and I wouldn't be shocked one bit if they raised the age for the work requirement on SNAP and Medicaid benefits, okay? But here's the thing as well. Does that impact everybody? No, nada, not even close, okay? Here's the thing. I know for a fact a lot of you here in this community that watch these videos would be exempt from the work requirements on those, okay? Would it be everybody? No, but I would say a huge percentage of people would be exempt for a variety of reasons, okay? Now, typically, they focus on the work requirements for people who are able-bodied adults without dependents, okay? Just putting that designation out there eliminates a lot of people from this. My point is, if somebody's over the age range, exempt, don't have to do it. If somebody has a disability, exempt, they don't have to do it. If a woman is pregnant, doesn't have to do it, exempt. If a person is able-bodied but they have a dependent under the age of 18 in their household, exempt, don't have to do it, okay? So these are a bunch of the different exemptions. I have videos here on the channel talking about it, dedicated videos, and I can certainly jump on another video and make a dedicated one talking about the exemptions, but this is something that they're talking about. Now, this would free up, okay? Just saying, they haven't done it yet, I'm just saying, but they're projecting that this, along with potential other changes to SNAP and or Medicaid, would free up about $1 to $250 billion. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say one, I meant to say 100 to $250 billion is how much this would free up, okay? Don't worry about that yet. Let's just wait to see how this whole thing shakes out. Let's not get all worried about it, okay? And again, I'm never here to worry anybody. I'm here to give you the information as far as what's going on and what may be coming. And this is on the list. I'm just saying, just get ready here, be prepared, okay? Now, as you may also have noticed in the article there, apparently in the fiscal year, last year's fiscal year, Medicaid spending accounted for something like $871 billion. It's a lot of money. Well, guess what? Do you think that's possibly on their target or on their focus? Yeah, for sure it is. It's a lot of money, nearly $1 trillion on Medicaid alone, okay? Wouldn't be shocked right there to see some changes to Medicaid, some things happening there, which, by the way, Medicaid, not to be mistaken with Medicare, very different programs, very different beneficiaries. Just want to make that very clear for you, okay? So these are some of the different things that they're focusing on. Now, remember, I've also mentioned DOGE. Remember that one? Department of Government Efficiency. They're also working on basically reducing federal spending in a massive way. Well, right now, have you heard about this? They're talking about eliminating the penny. Right? I mean, when was the last time you used a penny? I'm just going to say, right? When I read that information, I talked to my wife, Corey, about it, and I was like, pennies are, I mean, seriously, does anybody even use pennies anymore? I mean, when was the last time you used a penny? I'm just saying, right? It's been a long time. But here's what's interesting about it. A penny costs 3.69 cents to produce, and it's worth a penny, right? So they're talking about, hey, let's remove the penny. Apparently that cost the federal government $119 billion last year just to produce pennies. I don't know. That's a lot of money to produce something that's pretty much worthless, right? I don't know. Anyway, that's just kind of interesting that's going on. Now, another quick side note. Coming this Monday, you can start filing your federal tax returns. By the way, nope, this is not tax advice. This is not accounting advice. This is not financial advice. I'm not your CPA. I'm not your accountant. I don't know your situation. But this coming Monday, the IRS will start accepting tax returns on the federal level, okay? So there you go. I know a lot of people are really itching to file their tax returns to get their refunds, right? That's also something that a lot of people are always very excited about this time of year is that, oh, we rolled over to the new year and we can start file our tax returns to get the refunds, right? A lot of people really rely on those refunds, and there's potentially a lot of money out there for a lot of different people, okay? Anyway, bunch of things happening here. This is some of the framework in regards to the reconciliation bill that we know is coming here relatively soon. And this is just kind of a little bit of an idea of what we may be expecting within this, okay? Now, again, you might be thinking, but wait, there's nothing in there for us yet. No, we don't know that, okay? I can't sit here and say yes or no. We don't know. We don't know what's in the bill yet. This is just some of the pay-fors, some of which that they're talking about here would be the pay-fors for the 2.5 to $3 trillion reconciliation bill. What's the bill going to contain? Good question. We don't fully know that yet. That is why it's kind of, I'm going to use the word exciting. I don't really know if that's the right word, but the exciting part about it is it's kind of like a wild card. It's kind of like, I don't know, like a little wild treat bag. You like reach your hand in and you like get to pull out a bunch of stuff, right? It's kind of like that. It's like, what is it going to contain? We don't know. It's a prize bag. We don't know. It's the magical hat. Are you going to pull out a rabbit? Or are you going to pull out like a turtle or a sloth? We don't know, right? That's kind of the problem. We have no idea what's going to be pulled out of that magical hat, but we do know something big is coming here. And again, just want to share this with you really quickly so you can see what are some of the different things that are happening right now and what may likely be coming out of this and how it may impact low-income, fixed income. And again, there may be a lot more to it. Now, one more other thing I want to point out for you really quickly. The child tax credit, right? Okay, I know a lot of you here in the community may not qualify for that, but I was just reading something this morning. This is actually interesting. I was reading this morning, and they were talking about potentially eliminating access of the child tax credit to basically, well, okay, I should say this the reverse way. Basically eliminating access to the child tax credit for those households who have an undocumented migrant in their household. Okay, not sure if I'm saying that the right way. Just give me a break. I'm just trying to present this in such a way that, I don't know. Okay, so anyway, that's kind of the language that they use. But basically, if somebody had somebody in their household, whether it's a parent or a child or something, that technically does not have a Social Security number, they wouldn't be eligible for the child tax credit. According to some surveys, 51% of respondents were saying who are saying that they agree with this change. I don't know. That might really limit the access to the child tax credit. Okay. Alongside that as well, sorry, I'm struggling here. Alongside that as well, they're also talking about eliminating access to SNAP benefits for basically the same parameters there. So again, that would really, really eliminate a lot of people from these programs. Again, not official yet, but something they are talking about doing. A lot of things up in the air right now. The next couple of weeks, the next few months here are going to be very interesting to see how they shake this whole thing out. But either way, something is coming. We know that for a fact. And these are some of the details that were leaked out yesterday and some of the information that has hit the wire as of recently. Anyway, I hope this helps you. Again, as always, leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be to keep you updated with what's going on and just advocate for you, represent for you, and anything I possibly can. So again, if I can ask a huge, huge favor, number one, please subscribe to the channel. It is 100% free to do so. There's a big subscribe button down below. Thank you. Really, really appreciate that. Otherwise, make sure to check out the other thousands of videos here on the channel in the video library. Feel free to share this video with your friends on my social media. There's a share button down below. Otherwise, down below in the description or the top of the comment section, there's some videos there. Check those out. Popular hand-selected videos for you. Or right now popping up on your screen as well. You'll see some videos there. Check those out. Otherwise, just have a nice day. That's all that matters right now. Thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you for watching. Thanks for the support here on the channel and in this community. Thank you for allowing me to represent you and advocate for you. Thank you once again for your continued trust here on the channel and with me in this content. I really do appreciate it. Otherwise, have a good one. Take care. I hope you have a nice day, and I hope I can see you again soon in the next video.